Have you ever noticed that print-like nutritional fact at the back of the food product you buy? Did you know that they're essential when living a healthy lifestyle? Well, in this video, I'll tell you why they're important and how to read them well. Hey everyone, and welcome to The Health Geek. Recently, I understood that grocery decisions don't only depend on brand prices, it also depends on the nutritional facts each food product has. Unfortunately, food labels are sometimes complex and misleading. Hence, it's somewhat hard to understand for an average person. And yes, recently there has been an upgrade by the FDA in the nutrition facts label for foods in the United States. Nonetheless, if you're someone who isn't quite familiar with reading nutritional values, you may find it stressful to understand what those facts mean. So, if you're that someone, don't worry. This video is for you. I'll tell you how you can read the labels to identify nutrient-dense foods. So, let's dive in. First, I want to make something clear. Never believe whatever food fact you see on the front of any food product. Food facts include gluten-free, low-fat, whole grain, etc. Look, most of the claimed facts written on the front of food labels are not correct. Most food manufacturers are trying to sell fast, so they come up with false truths to prompt you into buying. These put false facts in bold, with beautiful aesthetics and all. This action influences your buying choices, hence you believe they are credible and authentic. Starting today, ignore any nutritional facts at the front of the products. Go to the back or the sides of the packaging to know the actual truth. To understand and read the nutritional labels, you have to know what you want. I mean, your goal with your eating plan. Do you want to lose weight? Are you vegan? Do you have any food sensitivities? Whatever it is you're trying to achieve, have it all at the front of your mind before reading any nutritional label. Note, I've added an image for easy explanation so you can get the gist from A to Z. Source is the US Food and Drug Administration. After getting clear on your diet goals, the next thing you should do when picking up food packages is to double check their serving size. Thanks to the upgraded nutritional facts modified by the FDA, serving sizes come in bold labels, and these serving sizes show how much servings you can get from a container or a pack. Note that the serving size you often see is often the amount most people eat or can eat in general. So, in essence, it's not what you should eat or should be eating. You can choose to eat half of it or more. It's your call. That means that you can finish consuming a container in 8 sittings, and you can get 2 or 3 cups from each of the 8 servings. Also, of all nutrients, like the total calories you see on the label, are based on the serving size of the package. So, if you're consuming one serving size of 2 cups in 2 different sittings in a day, you're getting twice the calorie amount and nutrients for that day. In essence, you need to be sure of the serving size you want to eat. Being specific about your serving size helps you know how many calories, proteins, carbs, and other nutrients you will be consuming. Now, the next thing you need to check are the calories. The calorie level shows the amount of energy you'll get from consuming that serving size. For example, eating 2 to 3 cups gives you about 230 calories. Now, if you take 1 cup of that serving size, you'll get about 115 calories. And if you take 4 to 6 cups, do the math, you'll get 460 calories. Put very simply, you only need to know the number of calories you should get from your diet. And if your goal is to maintain your body weight, your calorie intake should be equal to or a little under the calories your body needs. As you know, weight gain happens when your calorie intake is more than the number of calories you burn off. If you want to know more about how many calories you should eat in a day, make sure to check out the resources in the description and stay tuned for our upcoming video. The third piece of information you need to understand is the nutrients. This column has both the nutrients that you should be consuming in small quantities and the ones you should be consuming in higher quantities. For example, health professionals recommend consuming lower amounts of sodium, cholesterol, and saturated fats. Other nutrients like sugar can be a little more complex to understand nowadays. For instance, you may see total sugars of 12 grams and 10 grams of added sugar. That means the package contains more added sugars than natural sugars from food sources. Now, sugar is good, especially those that come from food sources. Added sugars aren't so good. In that, they're the artificial ones added to food during production. Plus, it's harder for our bodies when it comes to breaking them down. Hence, they pile up in our body and they can cause issues in the long term. What you could do is to spread out your serving sizes across a reasonable time frame, or add physical activity into your routines. This way you get to burn off those unhealthy nutrients and cleanse your body. The nutrients you should be consuming in high quantities are dietary fiber, vitamin D, C, A, and E, calcium, iron, and potassium. These nutrients are quite essential for your growth and development. To make a healthy dietary choice, you also need to know the nutrients you need in high quantities and the ones you don't need. And most times, some food products may have these essential vitamins and minerals in low quantities. Nonetheless, you can get them from other food sources like leafy veggies and fruits. The fourth information on the nutritional fact is the percent daily value, percent DV. This percent daily value is the daily value for each nutrient per serving. Now, it's not the required daily value of the nutrient in general. It's at most what you get from consuming that serving, and this percentage rests on a 2,000 calorie diet. Essentially, aim for less than 5% daily value for saturated fats, sodiums, and added sugars. This percentage is often considered low and okay for our health. Anything more than that is not so good, especially if repeated every day. For dietary fiber, vitamin D, calcium, iron, and potassium, aim for 20% daily value or more. For the most part, the daily value percentage shows if you're getting enough, too little, or too much of that nutrient in a diet. It also helps you compare food products and to pick products that have a good amount of the necessary nutrients your body needs to function well. Above all, it allows you to make food substitutions throughout the day. Don't worry though, you don't need to give up on your favorite breakfast just because it has too many calories. This is all a question of balance, and you could always consume lighter lunches and dinners, or maybe even practice intermittent fasting. Check out our video about that if you're curious to know more about intermittent fasting and its incredible benefits. To sum up, for your healthy diet concerns, make sure to look at the serving size and number of servings per package. Then compare the amount you want to eat with the serving size list. Doing this will allow you to know if you're getting twice the amount of nutrients and calories or less. Don't forget to check out the calorie level and other nutrients like added sugars, minerals, and saturated fat list on the labels. Also use the percent DV to calculate how the food matches up to your meal plan. This way you can be on track with the number of carbs, calories, or nutrients you should consume. I hope this video has helped you understand how to read your nutritional facts. If this video was helpful, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to also subscribe to my channel to get tips and tricks for a healthy lifestyle. And make sure to share with your friends and family so they can learn too. I mean, knowledge is power, especially when it has to do with your health, right? If you have any more questions, drop them in the comment section and I'll personally help you out. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.